Hey friends, Zen Cooney here, and I've got my longevity ring. Plus, I got my double ball staff. But a straight staff will do the trick just as well. Any kind of ring will do. And if you don't have either of those, any kind of stick will do. And if you don't have that, just no equipment at all, just body weight. Because the focus today is on getting the lower body engaged. The first thing that goes with people as they age, and I'm talking about, I've seen this in people as young as in their mid-30s, where getting up and down from the ground is difficult. Walking upstairs, things of that nature. So you want to be able to get up and down from the ground effortlessly. And you want to be able to do that through all the years of your life. As a matter of fact, just check it out. Get all the way down to the ground, lie down on your back, and all the way back up to standing. Do that 10 times and just see how challenging that is for you at this stage in your life. So let's take a look at some of the movements that we can do that will assist us in the process. And let's make it interesting and creative. So one thing I notice is that I'm on a slant this way and down this way. So that's going to change what I do just a little bit. It puts a different requirement on it. The ring will allow me to keep my upper body engaged in the process. So let's take a look at just a basic. Doesn't mean it's easy, just a basic though. So, and that is a squat. So the easiest way to do the squat would be with your feet, generally speaking, a little bit wider than hip distance apart, the feet facing forward if at all possible. And what we're going to do with the ring is just go from here and push that out as we squat down. So, and back up again. So we'll just do this a few times. Now, you can also just press the ring up overhead. So, just now, I don't know about you, but I don't like to do the same movement over and over and over and over and over and over again for 50 repetitions. I like to mix it up, and you know what? Your body likes that too. The body likes diversity. We're designed to be able to move and groove, to walk and crawl and climb and hang and swing and do all sorts of things that we generally, as adults, don't spend much time doing. So, we take another movement. What could that be? Well, if we're here, what if we decided to just take a step out and turn to the side, push the ring out, sit down and around, come back up. We can just turn it into your basic crouch step. We could turn it into a Cossack. Notice with this Cossack that what you're doing is pivoting on the heel of the leg that stays straight. So you want to turn that heel so the toes are pointing up and sit back and down. Okay, so another one to do is just your basic get down and get up. So we're not going to go all the way down to the ground lying on our backs, but, and let's just change, go from a ring. So if you have a staff, you just hold the staff part of it, or if you got the double ball staff working at the ends. So we can do a few different movements with our arms while we do our step back, twist the arms, lean back. Then, so we came down with this right leg. We're going to put the left leg forward and bring ourselves up. Let's do a twist and crank. Then let's step back. with the same leg. So we stepped up with this left leg first. We'll put it back this time. While we're in this position, let's take our front foot and put it out forward more and do a lunge, and then arms overhead, and keeping the pelvis pressed forward, just lean back. Then go ahead and bring this leg back. What I'm doing here, I've got my toes pointed behind me, so I lean back. So there's the easiest way of doing it. You bring your arms up a little higher, it's a little bit more challenging. If you bring it out in front, and it's the most challenging if you bring it directly overhead. So I hope you can see that what we're doing is a wide variety of possibilities to really open up the hips, open up the knees, open up the ankles. So let's put our leg out to the side while we're on this knee. So what we're going to do is twist towards this, push our hips back, bend forward, come up. Now we can do the same thing on the other side. Knee down, leg up. Now, because I'm at this angle, this gives me, again, some different requirements, which is good. What we want to do is keep our body entertained with lots of different movement, a broad diversity in your portfolio of movement possibilities. So, we're here. Let's bring that leg forward a little bit more. We can lunge into it a little bit, push back. Be up, lunge forward, push back. Lunge forward, push back. All right. Now, let's do another possibility. Let's just put a leg out in front, and you want to think about activating hips here. So just with our arms up, we're going to push the hips back, bend forward. Push the hip back, bend forward. Put the other leg out in front. What I'm doing today is giving you lots of possibilities, lots of ways you can work yourself. You'll add the repetitions as it feels right to you. Some of these moves may be too advanced, don't do them. Practice the ones that are easier for you. So leg is straight. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Good. All right. So we're down. Let's come up. Let's come back down. Let's come back up. So just your basic lunging. Touch the knee all the way down to the ground lightly. Okay, so some of you, if you watch this far, might be going, oh man, I can't do those. Those are too hard to begin with. So let's look at doing something a little easier to begin with. You can do just air squats, right? And just a little bit. Take it from that pelvis. Think going back. Don't think about going down. Just think about going back. Okay? Another possibility, let's say that you can get down okay, but it's hard to get up. Let me show you easy getting down, easy getting up. When I say easy, I mean easier. So you're going to use your arms. So put your foot back. Then keep your hands ready and use your arms to help you lower down safely so you don't smack your kneecap into the ground. And then to come up, if you need it, use your hands. So let's say you start up and you go, oh, I can't get up. Push. Now what most people do is they lean way forward when they push. You don't need to do that generally speaking. Right here, just push. I'm going to also show you a little trick of the trade. Very few people know about this, but if you do this, you'll find that getting up is much easier from a lunging position. So let's say we're down in this position and you're trying to get up. Generally the difficulty is because you're putting all the requirement on the front leg. So you're trying to basically lift yourself up with one leg. what you want to do is think about this back leg, the heel going back towards the earth. So I'm going to think about to go up, I'm going to think about going back. Can you see the difference? Let me show you. If I came forward, I'm mostly up here. But if I use front leg and back leg, front leg pushing, so to straighten this leg, and this, the heel pushing down towards the ground. Watch. Do you see how this heel pushes down? It's almost like it's pulling me up by that heel pushing down. So try that out. If you get that correctly, you'll find that you're getting up from the lunge much more readily. So, there are a few ideas for you. Integrate, weave, all of those, any of those, none of those, but basically start practicing getting up and getting down. Very important to your overall well-being. It's one of those biological markers. If you can't get up and down from the ground easily, you're already starting to get old. And remember, I distinguish between getting old and aging, right? Because I'm 71 and I'm still having fun every single day. Every single day. I haven't missed a day in over 15 years. So the bottom line is, make it fun, because that's what keeps drawing you back. Make it creative, because that keeps drawing you back. And make it so that you feel better every day. That's what draws you back. Love ya.